good morning, Jack. How's it going?
I'm doing okay, buddy. How are you?
Good, good.
Nice to see you.
Hey, thanks for coming in again today.
Thanks for having me.
How was your trip in?
Good, good.
Good.
Little drive, but good.
Hey, Jack, we got to talk. We've had a lot of people watching our videos and a lot of interesting comments.
Great.
What the people are telling me, they're going to these auctions. Okay, they got that. You've seen that Storage Wars show on
Sure.
A&E. Well, they're going to these storage auctions now, and they're flooded with bidders. Hundreds of bidders out there.
Same way all over Chicagoland and Indiana, I hear. And Ohio.
Now they don't know. These guys are all new, and they don't really know the game. But what they're doing, they're running up the bids. You know, thousands of dollars.
It's true. It's true
for these units. So, I mean, is the storage auction business over now? I mean, should we just give up and throw our hats in?
Well, you can. It's always better for everybody else. Vince, this has actually been going on for a long time. Years ago, I remember they made a VHS video and they sold it through the mail and even on TV in certain areas in California.
About how to pick storage units?
Yes. And then there's your treasure hunts that you see on TV. That also brings them out. Or like when something's found in one that's real rare. The reality is, that's not reality. It's going to hurt it in some ways, but it's going to help it. I think it helps it more than hurts it. Brings a few more people into the business, and that's not bad. Don't forget, you can buy from those people also. But the Antique Roadshow, right in the middle of that, and then with eBay, everybody said, well, you'll never be able to find and sell anything again. It'll all be sold on eBay. It'll ruin the prices. And right in the middle of that, I found that bird that I bought for my mother for 50 cents that you sold for 6,000 bucks. Doesn't make a bit of difference. For a while, those people will come, they'll spend their money, they'll get disappointed. That's one of our bad characteristics as human beings anyway. You know, we give up pretty easy. But it's easy to give up when you're not making any money and you're losing money. And they will lose money. Because only 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 20 is really pretty good.
Well, I'll tell you what drives me crazy. You know, I'll go to a storage auction unit, and in my head I've got a number that unit's probably worth. But when it goes 4 or 5 times that number, is there any way for me to come out ahead that day, or am I just throwing in the towel that day and saying, well, too many amateurs?
Is there a casino near where you live? Once you go over that, you know the auctioneer will constantly tell you, bid on what you see. Every auctioneer I've ever known tells you that. You can't. If you're going to do that, you might as well go up there, put blinders on when they open up the storage bin, and bid with blinders on. Everybody else can see and you can't. No. You can't beat that. Those people are going to lose their tail end because an amateur has very little chance of making it.
Now, if you see something in that unit that you really wanted, that the amateur ends up winning, is it good to go approach that guy and say, hey, I saw there was a motorbike in there. Can I buy that off of you? Is that
That's a good idea.
Acceptable?
Matter of fact, remember we were talking about that little black book? Inside that little black book, you constantly have a crew of people that are looking for stuff for you. And that doesn't exclude the people that have been buying storage bins because they might want instant money too. There's a real nice technique for that. It's called Be Fair with them, and you'll get all the merchandise.
So there's nothing wrong with going up to that guy, that amateur that just won the unit, to talk to him about his find.
Absolutely. But don't go up in front of everybody.
Okay.
Because they'll go up and say, hey, I heard what he said. I'll pay you more. Got to be real careful, real quiet. It's a little bit of tact with it, but that's a very good idea, and it does work.
Okay. So have you been keeping up with that Storage Wars show?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You think that show's going to be around for a while?
Yeah, I think it'll be around another year or two, and it'll die off. It'll die off quick because they'll come up with something else, like the pawn shop and pickers. There'll always be something new. But during this time, you just kind of have to bear with it. Let them go out there and spend their money. They get tired of losing after a while.
Okay, so the show's going to be around a while. We're going to have to deal with these guys that are fresh to storage auctions.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But in short summary, talk to those people.
Absolutely,
you know, network
sure.
with those people that are bidding.
Remember we had talked about that black book? Keep remembering that black book. It's one of the most important things you have.
Okay.
When you roll over to the page and it says, people who sell to me, give them a call once in a while. Say hi.
Okay. Well, hey, Jack, thanks a lot for stopping out
Thank you
today, and we'll see you later.
My pleasure.
See you later, buddy.
Okay, buddy.